get so much of your attention and not me? The PlayStation or 7 days without your wife?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely insane. This father caught his daughter doing something absolutely crazy.
Don't fuck with my kid. Get out. Get him in, you're gonna get in the fucking car.
A pot smoking.
Yeah, I think this father just realized he just failed as a dad. Let me know what you guys would do if you guys saw your daughter doing this.
What's some red flags you willing to ignore? Shit, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't care how many kids she got. Wow, it don't matter to me.
Now, children, what do you say when you meet a nice man?
Are you my daddy?
Bugging, you're it can be 3 or 33. It won't change the difference. This nigga's bugging.
Yeah, this guy's an absolute mega simp, and he probably thinks if he says this publicly over the internet, a bunch of women are gonna start hitting him up. Good luck paying their bills, I guess. Hey, at least you know he's not cheating on you.
The OF. Why do we pick that up?
It was just such easy money.
Your mother!
And?
Like it's nothing.
I mean, moms do this kind of stuff all the time now. I mean, it's
Should they?
Women can do whatever they want with their bodies, in my opinion. I think it's,
Yeah,
fine.
it doesn't mean it's gonna have good outcomes, though.
I mean, we're getting money. It seems good to me.
For and online.
I wouldn't say it's
Come on,
prostitution.
people are sending you their dongs, and then they're paying you to talk about it to them.
I suppose, but
What is the difference? Versus a guy paying you in person to roast his business. That's probably not a good thing for your marriage. And again, for your kid, we already talked about this. You're choosing the money over the fact that they're probably gonna have to deal with at some point that someone has found their mom.
So if you guys don't know this guy's podcast, essentially he brings on a bunch of people, he goes over their finances, and tries fixing around their budget. However, majority of the problems he encounters has to do with like a relationship problem, and just the way their life is situated. Why? Because finances and your life choices go hand in hand. And this guy knows that she pretty much ruined her life and her kid's life.
I got kids, so I try not to cuss.
You got
my
kids?
kids, I don't. Yeah.
Oh shit, how old are they?
5 and 11.
Are you trolling?
No.
You're trolling me. Like you said you're 22. If they're 11.
This is my daughter.
If you if you do the math, if you do 22 minus 11, you get 11.
Yes, I was 11 when I got pregnant. I was 12 when I had her. This is my son.
Who were dead ass 11? How'd that work? Like, how did that even happen? Like.
It was actually a threesome with my homegirl and her man.
You're stop trolling me, bro. Like, I'm not dumb. Like,
I'm serious. She was 17 and her boyfriend was 26.
Alright, see. Now you trolling me. Like, you trolling me. Stop, dude.
I'm
like,
serious.
You're not fucking serious, bro. Like, what?
On everything I love.
Look, you're laughing, bro. Like, no.
Because you're doing a lot right now, and like, I'm telling the truth.
No, because this is you understand how that sounds when you tell it, like, bro, what? Put it on God.
On God.
Put it on your mom.
On my mom.
Put it on your kids.
On my kids.
Yeah, this is just a speedrun to ruin your life. The fact that you were 11 experiencing something like this, first off, where the hell was your family? I didn't even know what this was at 11 years old. I was playing Pokemon cards, and I thought girls had cooties.
I'm big by choice, you ugly by force, it's okay. Take that shit out your mouth for the mic. Take that shit out your mouth.
Alright, refuse it.
I'm getting cooked.
Hey, my boy. Just remember you loaned me the 50K, and I gotta pay you back the 50K, or I'm not good. Yeah, bro, I remember that. Yeah, you remember that? I remember that, bro. So the 50, bro, we was down bad. We need an apartment and the car loan and everything. I love you, bro. It's all good, bro. Thanks. It's all good.
My nigga.
I'm not a big fan of public pranks, but this is the only prank I actually like seeing more often.
I've got 3 Bibles in my house. I do pray every day.
There is no crossover from Christianity to own.
But he's not told me or give me any sign that I shouldn't do it.
You come to God as you are, and his love cleans you up. So if you are following all the other scriptures, you couldn't possibly do it.
I don't even listen to secular music.
This girl here is sitting in front of me and has the
audacity to talk about praying, and she has the Baphomet
Is that
on
Can I see that
her
again?
knees.
I go to church every Sunday morning. My priest
prayer.
absolutely loves me.
Have you showed in the Baphomet?
My priest said that is just ink on your skin.
Did he tell you to stop doing all?
Nope.
It's falling from grace.
Yeah, this is just a disrespect to all religion out there, and I'm willing to say religion doesn't work like this. Like saying you're religious but you do OnlyFans is the same thing as a woman saying she's loyal but she cheats all the time.
One of the funniest things I realized is I don't like men. I love bullying them. Like, I love terrorizing them. I love being an absolute menace to them. Like, imagine a relationship where I could just mercilessly bully a man, and every now and then maybe I'll like put my head on his shoulder.
Yeah, clips like these absolutely scare me, and the crazy part is if a man ever said anything remotely close to this, he would be fired from his job and his social media accounts would be deleted.
Men are providers, so go do that job, go learn a trade, go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny, I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician, I dance.
You dance?
The list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm attractive, I have talents.
I don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean, if you want to hear the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what of value are you bringing to society?
By being me.
By being you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
Okay. So you believe men should be providers, and you're perfectly fine with the traditional roles of that, but the moment a woman has to be traditional, now you're calling it domesticated, or a woman has to cook and clean. Once again, another clip of a woman wanting traditional treatment without being traditional herself.
This is a message to every man. Girls don't like it when you react to their text message with a thumbs up emoji.
Mano! Ei, não é bom você tomar banho não, fia? É.
You could just take a shower? You don't gotta do this. I didn't even know this was an idea.
Let's hear it for the band of the year.
In a point in time where women wanting equality in terms of basic human treatment has resulted in men having even less respect for us than before and claiming that is the equality we asked for. Not one woman sat down in this whole carriage. Do you really think having to race men for a seat was the change we wanted? Of course, we're aware that that's not the change that you wanted, but that's the change that has to naturally occur with the things that you ask for. Chivalry, realistically, can only exist in this patriarchal world that you so complain about. And if you don't believe me, I have a question for you. Give me any reason that a man should give up his seat for a woman who is not disabled or pregnant. And after you've done this, take that reason and then see if you can apply it to another man. If you can't apply your reasoning that you just gave for why women deserve a seat and men don't, then congratulations, you get the point. Under this truly egalitarian world that feminists want so badly, there's no reason why, again, unless you're elderly, pregnant, or disabled, that you deserve the seat any more than anyone else. I'm from the South, so Southern hospitality will always exist. But we have a much more patriarchal culture than places like metro areas that have subways with larger populations. In those areas, yeah, y'all are cooked good luck.
Yeah, this is slowly where feminists are starting to realize they'd rather go back to the old ways because at least they were getting treated better. And the older these women get, the more of them will start realizing this huge mistake.
Brother,
If my man isn't okay with me at car meets, then he can't be my man. If my man isn't okay with the fact that I have more guy friends than female friends, then he can't be my man.
Then just stay single. Just stay single. Date one of your guy friends if it's that serious.
I just tipped you $1,000.
Have a good one.
What'd you say?
Have a good one.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely not. If I was this man, I'm calling up my credit card and canceling that $1,000 tip immediately.
Okay, this might be a controversial take, but I think women tend to bounce back from breakups and divorces so much quicker than men for a very distinct reason. By nature, women are more emotionally attuned, so when there's something wrong in a relationship, we are typically the ones bringing it up, trying to fix it, before the man is. And this was the case for me in my previous marriage as well. For me, it was always trying to fix things and always trying to make things different. And that just wasn't like at the top of his to-do list, and it wasn't like an urgent matter for him. And he thought if I was still there, then everything was still fine. So I got to a point where I knew in my head that the relationship was over long before the relationship actually ended. But like the last 6 months of my marriage, I was completely emotionally shut off, so sad. And I had mourned the relationship. So by the time that it ended, I was kind of okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely spot on about this, and she's not the first woman to say this. But there's always a common question, which is, if women really do check out 6 months prior, 3 months prior, why don't they break up exactly at that moment? But I really do think it's because they're just buying themselves more time to get their life more situated, maybe meet somebody else, maybe get their finances better, maybe start saving up money for themselves, or hiding away money of that man's. That's a true reason they actually don't break up from the beginning.
Relationship with a man that earns less than you?
Yeah, I would.
Why?
I would make him richer.
Wow.
Because there's difference, between a good wife and being a bad wife. Because if you always stress him, he will never make it. And if you always take his time and you don't care about his future, what he really wants to achieve, then you will never get a rich man.
Perfect. Yeah, when we live in a world where women majority of the time wait at the end of the finish line and only want a man who's already successful, this is really refreshing to listen to. Or maybe that man is just wondering why a random ugly lady is staring at him, recording him and his family.
What do you mean by that?
He's 42. What else do you want him to do for you? It's perfectly fine for a couple to get comfortable.
To go to war. Now men make TikToks. Like, times have changed. I understand. Times are not the way they used to be. Listen, times have changed. So I understand that, but there are some men out there that still, believe in that mentality of where okay, I'm going to be a man regardless of
Yeah, and women were publicly shamed for any street work, and they actually had shame for themselves, not being public about it or found it empowering. It goes both ways.
My turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's gassing up these females, or what makes them think they can say something like this to another man. They need to be humbled ASAP.
I hate when a nigga asks what I bring to the table. I bring pussy. And good pussy at that. You know what else I bring? I cook food. You know what else I bring? Good pussy. Fuck, I gotta think of this. God damn it, this is harder than I thought. I cook the food. I plate the food. My pussy's food.
No, of course, this is not an acceptable answer. Nobody would take this seriously. However, she is exposing the reality of what a lot of women bring to the table. This is all they really do bring. I'm at least happy she's admitting it, and she's not making up some random fake answer.
Loyal. I opened his phone, and the first thing when I opened his phone on accident was the photo album, and right in the photo album, when he clicked in the photo album, was a booty pic of his booty cheeks spread wide open. And yeah.
Who's a freaky ass nigga?
Yeah, that man is definitely doing something freaky behind the scenes.
Name something you can't wait to get out of at the end of your day.
Marriage.
Terry said it's not that funny.
No. That was not a very good answer.
Yeah.
Is there a lawyer in the house?
Yeah. Your ass is in trouble. Yeah. Marriage!
Yeah, this man lost twice this day. He didn't win any money, and now he has a mad wife to go home to. I think men shouldn't be this easy. It's not a flex. Usually if a woman like this is approaching you not saying a thing, check if there's cameras. There's most likely are.
So I have a fan that basically pays me a substantial amount of money to on a plate and me feed it to him.
Oh my
me
God.
feed it to him.
You feed it to him?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
This is absolutely disgusting. I'm not sure what kind of man ever pays for such a thing, and I'm not sure what woman would ever accept money like this.
I'm 25. Last year I was told that 24 is when you're the most fertile.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're most fertile in your early to mid 20s. And then once you start getting into your 30s, fertility decreases. Once you get over 35, it's called geriatric pregnancy territory, high-risk pregnancy territory. So after 35, one, the likelihood that you are able to even get pregnant starts to diminish quite significantly. So, I mean, biologically speaking, the best time to get pregnant, you could argue, say between the age of 20 to 30, in that age range.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's absolutely hilarious how all these feminists kept their mouth shut the entire time, almost like they realized they can't debate logic. You may think you're young in your head, you may call yourselves beautiful, and may say things like you guys have a lot of time, but your body doesn't think that.
Bop your way into the fucking ocean and pick up that water bottle you just threw in there. You have 5 million followers and you suddenly don't know how to recycle. That's what I'm talking about!
If you look at just the numbers of domestic violence, it's a good indicator, it's a good window into society. Heterosexual numbers are here. Lesbian numbers are here. Gay couples are here. Men are supposed to be more violent, but who's really the problem? I'm answering it because truth hurts. The reality is, women are more aggressive and assertive. They fight dirty. They fight with their words. And as a consequence of that, they have a much higher domestic violence rate. They're entitled. They're empowered. Woman can hit you.
Yeah, I just would leave.
She can do whatever she wants to hurt you.
Yeah.
And she's going to call the cops and say, he hit me. Who's going to jail?
Me.
What does that do to women? Completely empowers them to be abusive. They don't have to learn the limits of their ability.
Yeah, as much as society can say that we all have equal rights, men and women are exactly equal, people will still have their own opinions, and society will still think that women will always be more vulnerable than men, even though they won't say it. That being said, women are still going to be getting away with a lot of fake crimes, fake allegations, just because a woman said it. And I don't think that's ever going to change society, no matter how much time we give.
No offense, but these are fucking facts. You guys will kill and destroy everything and anything that's good.
I want to talk about men.
We're awesome.
Why are you awesome?
Because we're simple. If you put 5 men in a room of every different religion, ethnicity, and age, the first thing that most men would do is try to find common ground. Okay. What's your favorite food? What sports team do you watch? That's men. You put 5 women in a room of all ethnicities and all religions and all ages. And what they do is look at who the weakest one is and the strongest one is, and they pair up. And they go, do you believe her hair? Do you believe that fucking purse she's wearing? Look at those heels. That had surgery. We look for common ground. Women look to divide and conquer and kill. You guys will kill and destroy everything and anything that's good. No offense, but these are fucking facts. I'm Timmy Bounceback, and I'm fucking back.
Okay.
Yeah, some people in the comments were saying that this man was holding in this answer for a very long time, and he definitely has some unnecessary baggage that he hasn't dealt with just yet. I do think he came off a bit emotional, but at least the woman got a kick out of it, and he did make some valid points.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to figure out why this gets so much of your attention and not me.
What are you talking? No, it doesn't.
Okay, then you can make a choice. 7 days without the PlayStation or 7 days without your wife.
Honey, are you kidding me? You know I love you. That's such an easy choice. Come here. We'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to have games in your life still, no matter what age you are. If it's your hobby or things you like doing on your downtime when you're back from work, it's perfectly normal. As long as it's not consuming every single aspect of your life and it's not making you lazy, I think it's perfectly fine. It's the same thing as a woman having her like soap opera or certain show she likes watching on her relaxing time. That is just my opinion though, guys, because it does wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot, and see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.